Oh no. What? He's doing it again. Do what? The magic. What magic? Strange. He's here? Ah, I'm so dead. Ladies and gentlemen, a royal flush. Ah, hell no. Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81 and today we'll take a look at this latest SH Figuarts Doctor Strange Battle on Titan editions. And yes, this is the Doctor Strange that I think a lot of you guys has been waiting for those of you who actually missed out the previous Doctor Strange. I think there are about 2 of them if I'm not wrong. Okay, so this is like the 3rd one, and finally they gave us the fabric cape, yeah, that we have been hoping for. So let's hope this is a good one. So let's take a look at the box first. This is again a very standard box, and it's a very large one because of the portal effects behind it. Okay, otherwise they don't need so much space. Okay, and then okay, you can see the Doctor Strange Battle on Titan edition, and I'm starting to like they always use the what do you call this, the embedded fonts. The golden ones is very premium looking, and as well as when you touch it you can really feel it. It's very nice. And we have the Tamashii Nation and Bandai logo here. It's very important, otherwise this would have been a bootleg. Okay, and as well as the quality stickers from the Tamashii Nations. At the side we can see some very cool poses of Doctor Strange. I kind of like these effects. Yep. Okay, and then over here just a standing still poses. Nothing much here. Again, they have this very nice embedded fonts. Yep, very nice. And then at the below we have another Doctor Strange pose, very nice, with the magic swords. I call that a magic swords. And we have some stickers over here. Okay, and at the back, of course, they are getting better at this because last time they used to have a very big areas just for all these disclaimer that we don't care about. Now they actually give us a lot more spaces for the figure poses that we actually will appreciate more than all these, you know, mumbo jumbo that we don't care about. And this is an Asia version because you have this sticker over here. If it's a Japan version, you won't have this sticker at all. Okay, yep, so that's pretty much it, and let's get him out. Okay, so this is Doctor Strange right out of the box, and the very first thing that catch my attention is not the look of it, it's actually the smell of the fabrics. Okay, so it's a very strong fabric smell. Not sure what kind of smell is that. You can, you know, when you have it on your hands, once you open up the plastic container, you can really smell that. Wow, it's a very strong plastic smell. I'm not saying that it's an unpleasant smell, just that it's just, you know, caught my attention. And the fabric again is a very nice one. Okay, there's a very thick fabric, doesn't feel like any cheap material. Okay, so there are something good and something bad about it. Okay, I will tell you about it later. Okay, let's just look at the figure first. For the clothing wise, I think it's pretty much the same as the previous ones. I'll need to compare it before I can tell, but if I'm not wrong, the colors of the clothes is slightly different. Okay, so there are some differences in the clothing, but otherwise I think all the details should be the same as the previous one from the Infinity War, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so let's take a look. It's yep, it's very nicely. There's a lot of sculptures on his suit. Yeah, very nice. I just like the crease all over it. It just looks very real, especially on the arms as well, and even on the tunic he does have some crease. Yep, it's very nice, and it's not just painted on. You can really feel it's really sculpted on it. Very nice. and this one is the eyes of the what do you call it, Agamotto or something.
First, open the eye of Agamotto.
It's very nice, but at the same time it's very much the same as the previous one. Okay, I'll talk about the cape later, so we'll enjoy the suits. Here are pretty much the same, I believe. Okay, the tunic just have a few pieces there, and I think this one actually helps on the articulations, as in it doesn't hinder much of the articulation when they do it like this. Okay, so let's go to the cape. So first of all, it's a very nice cape. You can see there are some patterns on it, very nicely. You don't see any loose string on it. It's very nicely done, I would say. It's all being sewed very closely. Nice. It's a very premium kind of feel. When you hold it, you will know. Can even hear the sound. Yeah, it's a very nice cape, I would say. It's a very good attempt. This is their very first attempts to make Doctor Strange cape in fabric, like I say. And it's also a bad thing because you can see from here. Do you see how it become like the two-piece? It's a very odd design. I'm not sure why they don't want to make this piece as a fabric as well. It just looks very odd to have two separate pieces. You see? Yep. It's like it's falling out anytime. Okay, and the only thing that's holding it is this piece of plastic right over here. Oops, the red one. Okay, so I'm not going to say this is a good idea at all. It just gives me the feeling that it will come out anytime, yeah, just doesn't feel very good, and it just looks very ugly with the gap on. Okay, of course you can push it up, okay, then it will not have any gap, but it just it just feel like a very odd idea to do it this way. Why can't they just make the whole thing into fabric? Yeah, just very odd, very odd. Okay, tell me what do you think down in the comments below about this design. I just feel that it's kind of bad. Okay, other than that, okay, let's get to the face now. Okay, looking pretty good there. I would say that they improved the paint quite a lot. Okay, it's not as pale as it used to be, and there's a lot more shadings on the skin. You can actually see there are some something like an oranges kind of shadings. Yep, I could be wrong, but I can really see it with my eyes here. I'm not sure whether it's showing on the camera, but it's very nice looking now as compared to the previous one. Yep, to be more confirmed, I will need to do a comparisons, and of course I will have a comparison video up pretty soon after this one. Yep, so you can see how much it has improved. This is a very good looking Benedict head sculpt. Yep, wow. Okay, oh yeah, that reminds me, when I was choosing this Doctor Strange, I can see the left eye, there are some differences between different boxes. Some they actually painted his left eyes a little bit smaller. It seems like he's trying to wink at me when I look at it. This is one of it that I think looks alright. Yep, so do choose your ones wisely if you can, but if you order it online, of course you can't choose, and I wish you have the best one. Okay, yep, so let's move on to some articulations. Okay, so for the articulation, as always, we'll start with the head, so he can look to the side as much as this because of the hindering of his collar. Okay, and looking to the side as well. Okay, of course you can tilt his head, no problem. Looking up, I'm afraid, yeah, just slightly like this, not too much. Okay, looking down, of course I think it'll be a lot better because there's no hindering and it's a separate piece of neck by itself. Yep, you can actually move it quite freely, no problem there. Okay, for his arm, let's see. Yep, he can go more than 90 degrees. That's very good. Okay, can go 360 degree. I'm sure. Yep, no problem there. Sorry about that. Okay, 360 degree, no problem at all. There is no arm swivel at all for this Doctor Strange, but there is a butterfly joint which works pretty well. Okay, yep, and let's see, it's a, oh, this is a single joint elbow, just a single joint elbow, but it works pretty well. Okay, can get a V shape, and of course you can move his hand. There are lots of interchangeable hands, which I will talk to you about in the accessory sections later. And for the mid torso, there's only one articulation, which is over here. Okay, you can see you can move freely. Let's see how well you can bend forward. Yep, pretty much. Bending backward should be even more now because of his fabric cape that doesn't hinder his movement. Yep, you can do a very good bending backwards. Okay, let's do the bending forward again. Okay. Yep, no problem there. Yeah, actually you can bend forward a lot more. Okay, just that I didn't push it all the way. Okay, this belt is a separate piece, I believe. Yep, it's a separate piece, so you can move it anyhow you want, no problem there. Okay, so for the legs, I believe there will be some hindering still from his tunic. Okay, let's see how much he can kick forwards. Oh, pretty good, more than 90 degrees. Okay, you just have to go through the gap here. Okay, and let's see, you can do a split. Yep, just this much because of the hindering as well. Oh, sorry, you can actually go through the gap. Wow, you can do a perfect split. That's very good. Okay, yep, and let's see, there's no tight swivels. Yep, there's none at all. Okay, and a single joint knee, same like the elbow, just a single joint knee. Okay, and I think it works pretty well. Yep, works pretty well to me. Okay, and then the legs, of course, there are movement over the legs. It's a ball joint and there's a toe hinge that works pretty well as well. Okay, so I would say that the articulation, surprisingly, the lower body doesn't hinder by the tunic much. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, so I would say that the articulation for this Doctor Strange is awesome. Okay, oh, before I forgot, there are some movements for the cape as well because of this piece of plastic. Yep, so you can actually push it up to make it look like it's floating. Yep, very nice. Okay, so maybe this is why they wanted to, you know, have this design for the cape, for it to float. Okay, and of course there are bandy wire all over the side here, and even at the below. Yep, it's all over here, the bandy wire, so you can pose your cape anyhow you want. Yep. Okay, very nice. Okay, so as you can see, this Doctor Strange doesn't come with much.
But you wanted more?
I'm just joking. He comes with tons of accessory. Oh my goodness, my goodness. You can see that it almost fill up the whole screen. Wow, where should I begin? Okay, so let's start with the hands like always. He comes with a pair of closed fist hands that is already on the figure as always. Okay, so he comes with a pair of relaxed hands. Okay, and then he comes with another pair of relaxed hands, just that is slightly more open up. Okay, very nice. A pair of his magic fingers, magic hands. I would call this magic hands, something like the rock star, you know. The piece. And another pair of magic, yeah, this is another pair of magic hand, which I kind of like this one the most. Looks very cool with this. Okay, yep. And a pair of hands to hold on to the swords, okay, with the holes in it. Okay, and then a pair of something like the Dragon Ball, you know, the Kamehameha hands. Yep, the open up hands for another magic tricks, I believe. Okay, and another pair of pretty similar, like a grabbing hands, but he does have a joint. Okay, so this joint is for you to put on those these magic effects. Okay, which I will show you guys later. Okay, it looks kind of odd there. Okay, and of course he just comes with this one, the one that I always says that looks like the Resident Evil dogs. Somehow it just reminds me of that. Okay, let's take a closer look. Wow, this is nice. You can see all the engraving on this. It's not just a red piece of plastic. Wow, this is very detailed. I'm not sure if you can see. Very nice, and it's actually being you know, fixed on this hand, which I'm glad they do it this way, because I don't want to be, you know, always have to fix it up and then it tends to drop off sometimes. Okay, so I kind of like they actually fix it on the hands. Yeah, very nice. And of course, let's go through the magic effects first. Okay, so we get two pieces of this big orange effects. They call it the orange effects. Okay, and only one single piece of this. I'm not sure, should it be two? I try to push it because this one was stick together as well just now, but when I hold it, it just, you know, open up. So I kind of hope this one is two as well. I think it's just one. Okay, and then we have all these thicker orange effects as well, a slightly thicker one, not like the thin paper type, and these two are meant to be put on to his arm. Okay, like this. Okay, I'll show it to you guys on how you actually put it on. Okay, very cool. Okay, and there's a green. Oh, before that, let's take a look at the engraving. I kind of like the patterns on it. Looks very nice. Okay, sorry about that. Yep, very clear and nice. Okay, and we do have another smaller one, which is the green one. Okay, slightly different, even the patterns is different, and they also comes with a smaller one because it's supposed to be putting on the arms as well. Okay, this is during when he's, you know, looking into the future. Okay, yep, very nice. And he just comes with this magic swords, I'll call it. Wow, just look at all the engraving on it. Wow, it's very nice, and there are some sharp parts over here. Be very careful. Okay, but it's very nice. Okay, you can see that it's translucent. Okay, yeah, this is what I like most as compared to the Mayfax one. I think that one looks more like a flame sword. This one looks like more like a magic swords. Okay, yep. Okay, then we have this one is for you to put onto his chest when he's doing the predictions with this head. Okay, and this is actually one of the reasons that I wanted this Doctor Strange, is because of this head. This head is lots of fun. You can actually make him look like he's sleeping, or it's just so much fun. I have seen a lot of fun pictures when they are using this head. It's very funny. Okay, yeah, this is really good. Well, it just comes with two transparent stands, which is for this big guy here. Okay, this one is a lot bigger than I remember the previous one gave. Okay, so this is, I think it's a different one. I need to do a comparisons next time in the other videos to see whether they are the same one, but I believe this is a lot bigger. Okay, so you actually put this one on it, yeah, just like this for it to stand. Very easy. Okay, yep. And of course, he just comes with a very huge instruction manual. Okay, you can see, wow, it's like bigger than an A4 size paper. Okay, so you can see there's a lot of information there on how you change the head, all the pairs of hands. Oh, I forgot to count how many pairs of hands. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Wow, 8 pair of hands. Very good. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, and yep, how to put on some of the magic cycle effect. They call it the magic cycle effects. Okay, you can either attach it to the hands, or you can even put it behind his hand. Okay, and oh, there's some pretty interesting here. Due to the nature of the material, the magic cycle effect parts may deform in an environment with high temperature. Please avoid display storage in hot places such as a sunny window. Interesting. Okay, so this is the stand. Okay, and oh, okay, I don't know, you have to take off the eyes of whatever you call it to put on this effects, which they call it the breast. Oh my goodness, breast.
And I see one today. Oh, girl.
Is that what you call that? Breast?
Give me one today. Ooh.
Okay, breast. Okay, so this is breast. Okay, wow, that's weird. Okay. Okay, so this is the part that I will show you how to put on some of the effects. Wow, that's a lot, and you can see I have not keep them yet. I just figuring out which one to begins with. Okay, so okay, let's start with these hands. Okay, so you can actually choose the hands with the odd joint. You can put it there. It should look something like this. Okay, very nice. Or I think you can even have the options to put in behind his hands, something like this. Okay, very cool. And the next one we'll try on is this one. Okay, the orange effects. You put in the big one and then the small circle. Okay, this is a very cool one. I kind of like the pose of this one. Very nice. Wow. Okay, of course you do the same with the green one. Okay, put in the big one first, and you put in the small ones, and voila. Okay, very nice. Of course, when you are using it, you don't do it this way with different color. You just match it with the same color, otherwise it will look pretty odd like this. Okay, yep. And then what else? Okay, the swords. Okay, you can try the hands with the hole, and just, I believe you just slot it in. You can't remove anything else. Yep, just put in very slowly. Yep, just like this. Okay, very nice. Okay, and what else? Oh, the infamous one, the breast. Let me show you how to put on the breast. Okay, supposedly you need to take off the eye of still couldn't get what's the name called. Yep, just get it off his chest and put on the breast. Wow, this is so odd. Okay, yep, this is how you put on the breast. Yep, of course not with this head. We'll change. Oh, the breast came off. Okay, so let's remove the head. Okay, and then you just put on the sleeping head. Yep, so this is how he looks like. Very nice. Wow, we can even see some light shining off. Cool. Okay, and I know you guys want to see how this looks like. Let's show it to you guys on this hand. Okay, wow, looks very nice. Ooh, this is nice. Okay, yep, and I have actually put on the stand for these effects, so it looks as big as the figure itself or even bigger. Okay, yep, this is how it looks like with the figure on it. Okay, one more thing that I would like to point out is when you're putting back the necklace, the eyes, it's not just anyhow you push it back in. There's a shapes to it, as you can see. It's like something like a love shape. So you need to actually match the shape before you push it in. Just don't push it in anyhow you want, because that might actually deform the hole, and then you'll makes it not sticking to the position anymore. The next time you try to push it back in, and it will just fall off easily. Okay, so make sure you match with the shapes before you push it in. Okay, otherwise you will actually damage it. Okay. Okay, so we gotta speak really softly now because he's sleeping. I'm just kidding. Okay, so for the size comparisons, I would like to start with some SH Figuarts, of course, since he's from SH Figuarts, and I'll start with Iron Man Mark 85, as well as the Captain America from the Infinity War. And next we'll have the Fat Thor from Endgame, as well as the Hawkeye from Endgame as well. And next we'll have some ladies. I have the Black Widow from Endgame, as well as the Scarlet Witch. This is the old one with the upgraded breast. And last, from the SH Figuarts, I would like to compare him with the Iron Spider, as well as Loki, which is pretty tiny, but I think in this case both of them are the same in terms of the tininess. And also a big guy Hulk from the SH Figuart as well. And next we'll move on to some Mayfax. I have the Carnage right over here, okay, which is a lot taller than he is, and also the famous Infinity War Thor, okay, which I believe the Mayfax Doctor Strange, the upcoming one, will be on the same height as this guy. Moving on, we have some Marvel Legends here. I have the Peter B. Parker with the Pizza Spider-Man head, and also the War Machines Mark 7. Yep, sorry about that. He just doesn't want to stand a lot. And lastly, I have some Mezco, which is the Thor Ragnarok, and also the latest Hellboy 2019. And yes, I almost forgot that I have one missing, which is the SH Figuarts Doctor Strange. This is like my upgraded versions with the custom cape as well as the manipule head. Okay, so my final verdict for this Doctor Strange Battle on Titan edition is I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. Yes, let's start with what I like most about this figure is, firstly, of course, is the fabric cape that they decided to give us finally. Okay, so it's looking very good and the materials is very nice. They have bandy wire all over. You can post however you want to. So that's a very nice upgrade. And next is the tons of accessories that it comes with, whereby it allows you to have many different ways to play with this figure itself. And the next one is the close eye head, which I actually like a lot because I think this is a very unique head, which I think many of the other companies will not even think of giving it to us. And the last thing I like about this figure is the articulation, which is surprisingly pretty good despite having all the soft plastic tunic all over his lower body, which I thought will hinder the articulations, but it does not. Okay, so this figure has a very good articulations. And next is what I think they should have improved on is the installations of the cape, which I think is pretty odd that they do it this way, because it's like half of it is the fabric cape and half of it is like the soft plastic. It just looks kind of odd in a way. And the other thing that I think they can improve on is the height of these figures. So it is the exact same figure as the previous one, and they did not even try to actually make him taller. So in the end, if you were to ask me whether you should get this figure, so it will be based on certain factors. Factor number one, if you already have some of the previous SH Figuarts, I think yes, you should get this one because this is a very good upgrade. And another factor is, of course, if you don't have any Doctor Strange at all and you are considering between this Doctor Strange as well as the Mayfax ones, I still think that you should go for this one first, because that Doctor Strange will take a long time to be released. So in overall, I will still recommend this Doctor Strange for those of you who wants to complete your Avengers team. Okay, so here comes the questions of the day. What do you like most about Doctor Strange? Okay, do leave me your answer in the comments below. So that's all for my review for this figure. Do give me a thumbs up if you like it, and of course always feel free to leave me any questions that you have or any information that you would like to share with me down in the comments below. And if you like what you are watching so far, do hit the subscribe button as well as the bell button so that you will be notified, and that will actually helps me to grow my channel in a long run. Before you leave, I hope you'll check out my playlist at the top right corner. And also do feel free to browse around my channel. I have over 500 videos by now, and I believe you will find something that will interest you, and I will see you in my next video. As always, take care and thank you for watching. Bye!